Hey, this is Chris from Vampire Week, and you're watching LP33.TV.
We're here at Lollapalooza 2009.
Our next record, we're shooting to get it out by early next year because we're very close to being done with it. We spent most of this year working on it. Rustin produced the album. He also produced the first album. So in that sense, we kept it the same as we did before. We continued to work in New York. We worked at a studio where we did some of the first album with little sojourns here and there, but the bulk of it was done at a studio that a friend runs in Brooklyn. So even though the music is very different, I think we kind of kept our process very similar. One of the defining characteristics of this record is that in terms of instrumentation and sound, like the universe expanded. There are lots of sounds and textures on this record that you didn't hear on the first one. Marimba and upright bass. You'll hear a lot of stuff that you didn't hear on the first record.
People talk about Paul Simon a lot and mention Graceland. The record that I like even more than Graceland is the one after it, which is called The Rhythm of the Saints. What it achieves in terms of atmosphere, that's pretty special. So I would say that record is a big influence.
So I remember hearing this record in high school. The record is called Headhunters by Herbie Hancock. That was the first drum beat I ever learned how to play.
I like a lot of music with fast and melodic but tasteful bass parts. So I think that's something I try to bring to this band.
One of my favorite bands of all time, and one that I've kind of continually listened to since I was a kid, is The Clash. And I just admire their kind of career arc, because there are really so few bands that made such different music from beginning to end in such a short time period. Like maybe the Beatles, first album to the last album. There's just so many things I admire about them lyrically, musically. Sometimes you burn out on bands. You listen to every record that a band did and you don't want to listen to it anymore. But with The Clash, I'm continually checking it out, watching movies about them. Chris got me a movie for my birthday, which I've already watched a few times. And I don't know, the well just doesn't run dry with The Clash.